This one is called medium. There are those we call small bread. Those ones are 150 naira, 100 naira, 50 naira. But the way Nigeria is now, you cannot introduce that kind of bread. Hello everyone, you're welcome to my YouTube channel. Mary Emelogu here. If this is your first time coming across this channel, please don't make it your last, okay? So guys, from the title of this video, you already know what we are talking about today. So today guys, I'm going to be telling you the sizes of bread you need to introduce in your bakery. I brought this bread home just to show you guys. Someone should clap for me. So this is my medium size of bread. Let me tell you a story about this bread. When I started, I introduced this bread. This was the first bread we introduced. We can't talk about small. This one is called medium. There are those we call small bread. Those ones are 150 naira, 100 naira, 50 naira. But the way Nigeria is now, you cannot introduce that kind of bread. So people have left that kind of bread and they are now in this. So in this bread, we have 300 naira bread, we have 350, we have 250. All the sizes of bread are called medium bread. Funny enough, in all your bread you produce in your bakery, all your types of bread, this is the bread that will introduce your brand to people, because this bread, poor man can afford it, a rich man can afford it, a middle class can afford this bread, okay? And when people are carrying this bread in our bakery, most people demand for 200, 300 pieces, 400 pieces. Imagine your 400 pieces of bread getting to different individuals, satisfying different individuals. That means your bread have gotten to 400 people in Nigeria. So you can't just start a bakery without producing medium loaf. This medium loaf is very, very important. People in the site can afford this bread. Average people can afford this bread. Rich, middle class can afford this bread. This bread is the bread that helps you to penetrate into the market. This small bread. So if you are working with your consultant, insist to do this medium loaf. This medium loaf, we have different grams. We have 350 grams, we have 400 grams, we have 500. Or you can cut in between the grams. It depends on your costing. So don't go and open a bakery and start with big loaf because you want to be producing big bread. Always have a bread that can satisfy the poor. Okay? This one is our sliced bread. You can see it's sliced. This one too is very, very important when you are introducing your bread. But when you are introducing this kind of bread, you should have it at the back of your mind that you need a slicer. Okay, a slicer must be standby in your bakery. Most people demand for this size of bread on slice or slice. In this bread, people cut 800 grams, 850 grams, 900. It depends on your costing. So this bread is very important to introduce to your bakery. This sliced bread is mostly for families. Do you get? Those families that will tell you, my boys will come back from school and they will finish their gege. But when this one, as this one is sliced, you can easily share it for your family. This one 3, this one 4, this one 5, this one 6. So I won't say this is a must that you introduce it. If you have your slicer, you can easily introduce this bread. This bread is for middle class. It's sold at 700, 650, 800. We call it sliced bread. The oga patapata of them all is this. This is called the jumbo size. This jumbo size is 1,000. Some are 1,900, 800, depends on their costing and what they are cutting. This bread is for the rich. It's not easy in this economy for someone to bring out 1,000 and buy one bread. Do you get? So most people when they close from work, if you have a big family, you buy this three, you buy this two. Imagine buy this every day, two or three. So this bread is a must have in the bakery. I introduced this bread this year, January, because since I started the bakery, a lot of people has been asking me, what of jumbo, what of jumbo, what of jumbo? So finally this year I introduced this jumbo. This our jumbo pan is not very big because our own is not 1,000. The final price of our bread, this one, is 850, because when you are selling your bread or putting the price, you have to consider the location you are selling the bread, people around you that are buying this bread, can they afford this price for this bread? So I put my own at 850. Distributors carry this one at 750. They sell it to retailers for 800, and the final price of this bread is 850. But those greedy ones in the shop and supermarket, they make it 1,000 without even considering you that is producing. You don't have the kind of gain they are having. So this is the jumbo size, and this is a must have. But I'm not discouraging you. If you are starting small, you start with the first loaf I introduced. The first loaf I introduced, which is this. You need to start this. You need to start. Don't start your bread with your bakery with big size. Start with this. This will help you. Anyone that tastes this will want to ask for the big one. Okay, so this is the bread that helps your market to move, helps you penetrate into the market. And another factor we have here is always consider your location. If your place is accessible, if cars can access your bakery, if bikes can access your bakery, if cars can access your bakery, you have more benefits. People can come by and buy the bread. But if your place is not accessible, you have to come down to their level. If they are staying in poor man's area, you have to give them what they want. You cannot go and do rich man's bread. This jumbo size and this one are very, very important. Either you start, don't start with this, always start with this. This will help you. Then from this, when you grow, you can introduce this. Okay, most people make that mistake of starting with this and they struggle to penetrate into the market. This is what helps you. I'm just leaking this secret. So guys, thank you so much for watching. Please subscribe, watch my arts, and that's the only way you can support me. Okay, thank you so much and have a great day. Bye.